Hello everyone, and welcome back to part 4 of the MLemSMP tour. Today we're going to be going over the farms on the server. We're starting with this one today. This is the sugarcane farm. I don't know who built it, but as you can see it uses a simple redstone contraption with minecarts, observers, and pistons to harvest large amounts of sugarcane. As we can see, this chest is very nearly full. And now we'll go on to the next farm. Here we have the zombie XP farm. As you can see, we can go over here and punch the mobs and we'll get experience. There's also a small tunnel over here which leads throughout the caves. And as you can see, it's decorated with a few leaves and barrels to make it more appealing. And if we go through this wall over here, we can actually see the traditional zombie experience farm. They get pushed up by the water column and then they fall back down here. This is the iron farm and the honey farm. As you can see over here, we go inside. Lots of honeycomb and honey bottles have been harvested. And we can see that the observers are actually getting honey from the beehives, which is pretty cool. Then if we go over here, we can see the iron farm design, as well as a little separate area that someone could paint while going AFK for iron. There's the traditional zombie, and then if we go up here, we can see that the villagers are causing iron golems to spawn, and that then leads to it harvesting plenty of iron, which sometimes ends up outside of the chests. As you can see, we already have some from only being here a moment. Here we have the skeleton XP farm. As you can see, skeletons come down, and then they drop their items into the hopper, and it leads down to the chests. We also have extra storage over here, as well as the area to stand and wait for them to spawn, and a few goblin traders as well. Next on my list is one of the more colorful farms, which is the sheep farm. As you can see, they're organized into the various different colored wools, such as purple, blue, green, and pink, and is surrounded by plenty of flowers as well. If we go up here, there's a stairwell which leads all the way back up to the waystone, so we can leave. This next one isn't exactly a farm, but it is still a trading area. It's called Quacky's Trades, and as you can see, we have this little area for the waystone. And if we head down here, in this little structure, there's a small duck, which is why it's called Quacky's Trades. As you can see, he offers a variety of items, included modded ones. And as you can see, he gets his own little hut here. Now we'll move on to lore builds, as well as structures that don't really fit too much in category of bases, farms, or shopping areas. Let's go. Here we have the build battle arena, which was part of some of the MLemSMP's events. It's actually a big block on the outside, but if we fly in here, then we can see it actually has a whole bunch of space for different competitors to build things, and it gave people different tools, and it was all judged in the end. It also gave people a variety of different blocks, which are seen up here, as well as some other decorative items as well, and things that could be used for different purposes. We can also see that there's a viewing platform up here. So if we walk past each of these different areas, we can see that there's even some of the builds left over. If we go in here, there's some cute little flowers, which kind of look like hearts. And I see something over here as well, which kind of looks like a little wedding area or just a seating area in general. Here we have the archery arena, which was for the MLemSMP archery tournament, which I actually recorded but never released footage of. So as you can see, if we fly up here, it's a very large arena. I believe Gray, who's on the server right now, worked heavily on it. So if we go inside, you can see there's this little entryway and we can go upstairs, and there's a different seating area, which is similar to the other side as well. And if we go back down here, you can see there's different areas for the competitors to start, and a little fighting area similar to a joust dome is in here as well. There's also lots of decoration using barrels, as well as a few other things. You can then see up here there's also additional seating for people to watch the competitors, and a similar to the other side, a similar seating area. And if we fly upwards, we can then see how huge and highly decorated and detailed this is. This next one is the archery targets area, which was different from the bow duel area in the other section. So we can see if we go down here, there's an area with bows, and we had to fire on the targets that were in different windows. If we go down here, even though we didn't use this area, we can see things also moved and opened using redstone. So if we look from above, this is actually just a really cool area near a village and near Oxy's cabin, which we saw in another part of the tour. This next one is an absolutely huge build known as Halloween Town, which was for the server's Halloween event. It was built by, I believe, Lemonleaf and Grayish TV, also known as Gray. And if we fly down here, we can see there's so many builds in this village. If we go in here, all of these are actually highly decorated because we were searching through them for various pumpkin items. We can actually take a peek in quite a few of these houses and see how they're all built differently, but with similar aesthetics, and all have interiors, and plenty of paintings as well. I'm not going to look through all the buildings because the village is absolutely huge, but we can see there's quite a variety of different ones, even showcasing candy and various spooky paintings made by Lem and other server members. We can fly up here past this bridge, so you can see it's outlined across the cliff, and we get to the larger part of the village. If we fly up here, for example, we can see how massive this build is, and we can go near the main castle, which, as you can see, it's surrounded by a bunch of different stalls, a waypoint area. There's even a tavern over here which we can go into and see how it's decorated to serve plenty of the server members. There's also separate rooms which are decorated as well. And it even has a third floor, which we can see also has a beautiful interior. Now, if we go outside, we can then see the Halloween Castle, which, if we go up this bridge, you can see is decorated with this little area similar to a throne up here, a cooking area on this side, and a separate area over here with a path even leading to a library with a very good whale picture over there. Wow. You can also go up here and see there's a bedroom. Here's an Enderman is occupying it at the moment. And then we can go back down and see that there's in fact an upstairs area. It has various other rooms as well as a ladder leading up to another floor. As you can see, has various different purposes. You can then walk through here and go on the balcony and see that the entire view of the rest of the town. Now, on to the next build. This next area, called Birthday, I believe was for Sphinx's birthday party on the server. So we can see there's tic-tac-toe over here, and if we go up these steps, there's a little so-called dancing area, as well as a few other gifts, and a nice little eating area, which Sphinx used to celebrate his birthday. Here we also have the club, which I will not be going in for certain reasons, but as we can see from the outside, it's a very colorful building that uses a bunch of different crystals and is built on a nice little tropical island, as we can see. We can also see there's a small little electric horse on the server, which I believe may be unfinished, and we can in fact fly down here through these different little areas, but it doesn't seem to lead anywhere. This next one is a lore build, which is supposed to be a little area for a wedding. As we can see, lots of chairs and flowers, and we go down here, and that's pretty much it. It's surrounded by plenty of flowers and an extra seating area as well. This next build, which is actually the last and final build of the tour, the last build of the tour, is called the Assassin's Guild. I'm not quite sure what this is, but as we can see, it's actually in the end dimension. So we go over here, and there's lots of diamond and ruby armor. And there's a table over here for Mino Strawberry, which is actually Oxy, and Lem. Not sure who the fourth member is, but it appears to be possibly lore related. There's a little seating area over here and a bookcase. And the only way, as far as I can tell, to get in and out of here is by using the waystone. There also appears to be another area over here which contains extra items like a dragon head and a mysterious way down, which then leads back into here, under this area apparently. So as we can see, this is the guild area. Again, thank you for watching this part of the MLemSMP tour. I hope you enjoyed, and I will have 2 more parts to come about Lem's castle, as well as some of Gray's builds on the server. So thank you for watching, and goodbye!